Emma Reyes thought she had escaped the worst night of her life until the most dangerous man in the city walked into her restaurant and decided she belonged to him. She was just a broke waitress with a traumatized daughter who hadn't spoken in 2 years, running from an ex-boyfriend who wouldn't take no for an answer. But when Dante Moretti, a ruthless mafia boss still mourning his murdered family, saw her refuse his help, something inside him broke open. He didn't ask for permission. He didn't offer her a choice. He simply decided that this woman and her silent child would be the family he couldn't save 5 years ago, even if protecting them meant painting the streets red. What Emma didn't know was that accepting his protection would cost her everything she thought she wanted and give her everything she never knew she needed. Subscribe and comment below if you've ever had to choose between safety and freedom, because Emma's about to learn they're not always the same thing. The dinner rush hit at 7. Emma Reyes moved between tables with practiced efficiency. Her feet ached, her back ached, everything ached. She had been working since 6 that morning. The diner shift came first, then cleaning offices downtown. Now this, the upscale Italian restaurant where tips actually paid bills. Table 12 needs water, Marco called from behind the bar. Emma grabbed the pitcher. She didn't look at the men seated there. She never looked too long at anyone. Looking led to questions. Questions led to conversations. Conversations led to problems. She felt their eyes on her. Men always stared in this place. The other waitresses preened under the attention. Emma just wanted to finish her shift. "Water?" she asked. "Please." The voice was deep, controlled. Emma poured without meeting his gaze. Her hand was steady. She had learned not to shake anymore. "You're new here," the man said. 6 months, Emma replied. She turned to leave. "Wait." Emma felt her jaw tighten. She stopped. She didn't turn around. "What's your name?" "Emma." She walked away before he could say more. Behind her, she heard low laughter, male voices discussing something. She didn't care. She had 3 more tables and 2 hours until closing. At the bar, Marco touched her elbow. His voice was quiet. "That's Dante Moretti." Emma shrugged. The name meant nothing to her. "He owns half the city," Marco continued. His eyes were serious. "Be careful." "I'm just a waitress," Emma said. She picked up another tray. The problem arrived at 9:30. Emma was clearing table 7 when the front door slammed open. She knew that walk, that swagger, that rage barely contained. Rick. Her ex-boyfriend crossed the dining room in 4 strides. His face was flushed. He had been drinking. Emma felt her chest tighten. "There you are," Rick said loudly. Too loudly. Every conversation stopped. Every head turned. Emma set down her tray carefully. "You need to leave," she said quietly. "I need to leave?" Rick laughed. The sound was ugly. "You don't return my calls. You hide from me. You keep my daughter from me." "She's not your daughter." Emma's voice was flat. "You have no rights. The restraining order says, fuck the restraining order." Rick grabbed her wrist. His fingers dug into her skin. "You think you can just walk away? Think you're too good for me now?" Emma tried to pull back. His grip tightened. She felt panic rising. "Not here. Not in front of everyone." "Let go," she said. "Make me." The voice came from behind Rick. Cold, final. "You heard her." Rick spun around. Emma saw Dante Moretti standing there. Dante was tall, over 6 feet. His suit was expensive. His expression was carved from stone. "This is none of your business," Rick said. "You're disturbing my dinner," Dante replied. His eyes found Emma's. Something shifted in his expression. "You're also hurting her." Rick looked down. Emma's wrist was red where his fingers pressed. He released her with a shove. Emma stumbled backward. Dante moved fast. One moment he was standing still. The next his hand was around Rick's throat. Rick's face turned purple. "Apologize," Dante said quietly. Rick choked, struggled. Dante's grip didn't loosen. "Now." "Sorry," Rick gasped. Dante released him. Rick fell to his knees. Dante looked at the 2 men who had been sitting at table 12. They stood immediately. They grabbed Rick's arms. They dragged him toward the door. "Don't come back," Dante said. "If I see you near her again, we'll finish this conversation." The door closed. The restaurant was silent. Emma was shaking. She hated that. Hated showing weakness. Dante pulled out a chair. "Sit." "I'm working." "Sit." Emma sat. Her legs wouldn't hold her anymore. Dante signaled Marco. A glass of water appeared. Emma drank. The shaking slowly stopped. "Thank you," she said finally. Dante pulled a card from his jacket. He set it on the table between them. Black card, gold lettering, a phone number. "You need help," he said. "I'm fine." "That man will come back," Dante's voice was certain. Men like that always do. I have a restraining order. Paper doesn't stop violence. Dante tapped the card. Call me when you need protection. Emma stood. She left the card on the table. She picked up her tray. She walked back to work without looking at him again. When she glanced back an hour later, he was gone. The card was gone too. In its place was $500 in cash. Her tip. Emma felt anger rising. She didn't need his money. She didn't need his pity. She didn't need anything from dangerous men who thought money solved problems. She finished her shift. She counted her tips. $412 total. Enough for rent with a little left over. Outside, the parking lot was dark. Emma's car was old, 15 years old. The paint was faded, but it ran. That was all that mattered. She was unlocking the door when she felt it. That prickle on her neck, that sense of being watched. Emma turned. The parking lot was empty. No one there. Just shadows and distant traffic sounds. She got in quickly, locked the doors, drove home with her eyes on the rearview mirror. The apartment was quiet when she arrived. Emma paid the babysitter. $20. Mrs. Chen from downstairs. The only person Emma trusted with Lily. She was good tonight, Mrs. Chen said. Drew pictures. Went to bed at 8. Thank you, Emma said. Mrs. Chen left. Emma locked the door behind her. She checked the windows. All locked. She wedged a chair under the door handle, just in case. Lily's room was small. Pink walls, second-hand furniture, drawings taped everywhere. Lily drew constantly. It was how she communicated now. Emma sat on the bed. Lily was sleeping, 7 years old. Dark hair spread across the pillow. So small, so innocent. Emma brushed hair from her daughter's forehead. Lily didn't wake. She never did. She slept deeply, too deeply. The therapist said it was trauma, the mind shutting down to feel safe. I'll keep you safe, Emma whispered. I promise. She stood. She left the door cracked. She went to her own room. She didn't sleep. She never really slept anymore. Morning came at 5. Emma made breakfast, cereal, toast, orange juice. Lily appeared at 6. Silent as always. Lily hadn't spoken in 2 years. Not since that night. The night Rick had put Emma in the hospital. The night 3-year-old Lily had watched from the doorway. The therapist said Lily's voice would come back when she felt safe enough, when the trauma healed. Emma was still waiting. School today, Emma said cheerfully. She signed the words too. Basic sign language. Another thing they'd learned together. Lily nodded. She ate slowly. She was small for 7. Underweight. The doctor said stress did that. Made children stop growing properly. Emma felt guilt twist in her stomach. Her fault. All her fault for staying with Rick too long. For not protecting Lily sooner. Ready? Emma asked. Lily collected her backpack. They walked to the bus stop together. Emma's first job didn't start until 8. She had time to see Lily safely onto the school bus. Other mothers chatted. Emma stood apart. She didn't make friends. Friends asked questions. Questions led to pity. Pity was worse than loneliness. The bus arrived. Lily climbed the steps. She turned. She waved. Emma waved back. The bus pulled away. Emma walked to the diner 3 blocks away. Her morning shift, 6 hours of coffee and breakfast orders. The tips weren't great, but it was steady. Morning, Emma, Steve called from the kitchen. The owner, a good man. He paid fair. He didn't ask questions. Morning. The breakfast rush was manageable. Emma moved on autopilot, pouring coffee, taking orders, smiling automatically. At 10:30, the door opened. Emma glanced up, then stopped. Dante Moretti walked into the diner. He wore different clothes, dark jeans, black shirt, still expensive, still powerful. He sat at the counter. He looked at Emma. He didn't smile. Emma grabbed the coffee pot. She approached slowly. Her heart was hammering. She hated that. Hated any reaction at all. Coffee? She asked. Please. She poured. He wrapped his hands around the cup. Large hands. Scarred knuckles. Hands that had choked Rick without effort. How's your wrist? Dante asked. Emma glanced at the bruises. Purple fingerprints on pale skin. She pulled her sleeve down. Fine. That's not fine. It will heal. Will it? Dante's eyes found hers. Brown eyes. Dark. Unreadable. Or will he just do it again? Emma set down the coffee pot. Her voice was hard. What do you want? To help. I don't need help. Everyone needs help. Dante pulled out another card. Different card. White this time. My personal number. Use it. Emma didn't take the card. She turned to another customer. She took their order. She moved away deliberately. When she returned, Dante was still there. The card sat on the counter. He was drinking his coffee slowly. "I have resources," he said quietly. "Security, legal help, safe places. I have a restraining order." "Paper," Dante repeated his words from last night. "Restraining orders don't stop determined men." "Then what does?" His smile was cold. "Me." Emma felt a chill. This man was dangerous. Maybe more dangerous than Rick. Different kind of dangerous, the kind that looked like safety but came with a price. "I don't need your protection," Emma said firmly. "I don't need anything from you. Please leave." Dante stood. He dropped a 20 on the counter for a $3 coffee. He didn't wait for change. "Keep the card," he said. "You'll need it eventually." He walked out. Emma watched him go. She picked up the card. She should throw it away. Should forget this. Should pretend last night never happened. Instead, she put the card in her pocket. The afternoon cleaning shift was at an office building downtown. Emma vacuumed. She emptied trash. She scrubbed toilets. Mindless work. Her body on autopilot while her mind wandered. She kept seeing Dante's face. That cold expression. Those dark eyes that seemed to see too much. The casual violence in how he'd handled Rick. Men like that didn't help for free. Emma had learned that lesson early. Everyone wanted something. Protection always came with strings attached. At 4 o'clock, Emma left to collect Lily from school. The elementary school was 12 blocks away. Emma walked. She couldn't afford gas for short trips. The playground was full of children, loud, chaotic. Lily sat alone by the fence, drawing in her notebook, always alone. "Hi, baby," Emma said. She signed it too. Lily looked up. She smiled. No words, never words. But her smile was genuine. They walked home together, hand in hand, Lily's backpack bouncing. Emma scanned every street corner, every car, every shadow, looking for Rick. He hadn't contacted her in 3 days. Since the restaurant, that wasn't normal. Rick usually called obsessively, texted, showed up. His silence felt wrong. At the apartment building, Emma saw it immediately. Her car, parked in its usual spot, but different. All 4 tires were slashed, deep cuts, rubber hanging in strips. Glass from the driver's window scattered on the pavement. Emma's breath caught. Lily squeezed her hand tighter. "It's okay," Emma whispered. Signed it quickly. "Just vandalism. Insurance will fix it." She didn't have insurance, couldn't afford it. She had no idea how she'd pay for this. On the windshield, a note. Emma reached for it with shaking fingers. "Block. I know where you work, where she goes to school. You can't hide." Emma crumpled the paper. She pulled Lily toward the building entrance. Her hands were shaking. Her chest was tight. She felt panic clawing at her throat. Inside their apartment, Emma locked the door. She checked every window twice. She put a chair under the handle. She checked Lily's room, checked the closets, checked under beds. Nothing. They were alone. Lily sat on the couch, drawing again. Her pencil moved rapidly, creating something. Emma sat beside her. She pulled out her phone. The white card was still in her pocket. Emma stared at it. She shouldn't call, shouldn't invite danger to protect them from danger. But what choice did she have? She dialed. He answered on the first ring. "Emma, how did you know it was me?" she asked. "I've been expecting your call." Dante's voice was matter of fact. No surprise, no judgment. "What happened?" Emma told him. The car, the note, the fear building in her chest. "Where are you?" Dante asked. She gave him the address. She hated herself for it, hated needing him, hated having no other option. "Stay inside," Dante said. "Lock the doors, I'm coming." The line went dead. Emma set down her phone. She pulled Lily close. Lily leaned into her, still drawing, always drawing, her way of processing the world. Emma looked at the picture. She felt her stomach drop. Lily had drawn a man, tall, dark hair, standing between 2 smaller figures, a woman and a child. The man's arms were spread wide, protective, shielding them. "Who is that?" Emma asked. Signed it carefully. Lily didn't look up, but she wrote 2 words under the picture. "Dante. Safe." Emma felt something twist in her chest. Her daughter felt safe with a stranger, a dangerous stranger, a man they'd met once. What did that say about Emma's ability to protect her? 20 minutes later, someone knocked. 3 sharp raps. Emma looked through the peephole. Dante stood in the hallway, alone, dressed in the same dark clothes from the diner. Emma opened the door. She didn't invite him in. She stood in the doorway, a barrier between him and her daughter. "Show me the car," Dante said. They went downstairs together. Lily stayed inside with the door locked. Emma's heart pounded the entire way down. Being alone with him felt dangerous. Dante examined the car in silence. He circled it twice. He looked at the note. His jaw tightened. Something shifted in his expression. Anger, cold and controlled. "This is escalation," he said finally. "I know. Next time he won't stop at property damage." Emma felt tears threatening. She refused to cry. She swallowed hard. "What do you want me to say?" "Say you'll accept help." Dante turned to her. His eyes found hers. "Say you'll let me protect you both." "I can't afford your protection. I'm not asking for money." "Then what?" Emma's voice rose, fear turning to anger. "What do you want from me? Why do you care?" Dante was quiet for a long moment. The silence stretched, uncomfortable, heavy. "Last night," he said slowly, "I watched you refuse my help, refuse my money, walk away without fear. Do you know how rare that is?" "What?" "Every woman in that restaurant wanted something from me. My attention, my resources, my name." Dante's voice was flat. "You wanted nothing. You looked at me and saw a complication, an inconvenience." Emma didn't know what to say. She waited. "I haven't felt that in 5 years," Dante continued. "That indifference, that honesty. Most people lie to me, fear me, use me. You did none of those things. So this is about your ego." His laugh was sharp. "Maybe. Or maybe I see a woman protecting her child alone, fighting battles she can't win, too proud to ask for help that's offered freely. Nothing is free." "True." Dante stepped closer. Emma didn't back away. She held her ground. "My protection comes with one condition." "What?" "You stay alive, both of you." His voice was soft, dangerous. "That's all I want. No money. No obligation. Just you and your daughter safe." Emma felt her throat tighten. She wanted to believe him, wanted to trust that someone would help without strings. But trust had nearly killed her once. She wouldn't make that mistake again. "I need to think," she said. "You don't have time to think." Dante pulled out his phone. He showed her the screen. A photo. Emma, walking to the diner that morning. Lily waiting at the bus stop. Close-up shots. "He's watching you. Both of you." "This isn't over." Emma's hands were shaking again. She grabbed the phone. She stared at the images, taken this morning. How had Rick gotten these? When had he been following them? "One of my men is parked across the street," Dante said. "He'll watch tonight. Tomorrow we'll talk details. Security, schedule, protection protocol. I haven't agreed to anything." "You will." Dante took back his phone. He walked toward a black car parked at the curb. "You're smart enough to know when you're outmatched." "Wait," Emma called. He stopped, turned. "Why me?" Emma asked. "Out of everyone. Why do you care about some single mother and her kid?" Dante's expression changed, softened, became something else. Something Emma couldn't identify. Pain, old grief. "Because someone should have protected mine," he said quietly. "And no one did." He got in the car. He drove away. Emma stood in the parking lot, shaking, crying, unable to stop either. A black SUV pulled up across the street. A man inside, watching. One of Dante's men, protecting them already, whether Emma wanted it or not. She went back inside. Lily was on the couch, still drawing. Emma sat beside her. She pulled her daughter close. "We're safe," she whispered. Signed it carefully. "I promise. We're safe." But even as she said it, Emma wondered if it was true. Safe from Rick, maybe. But now she owed a debt to someone far more dangerous. And men like Dante Moretti always collected their debts. Emma just didn't know the price yet. Morning came too early. Emma woke to the sound of Lily moving around the kitchen. The clock showed 6:15. She had slept badly. Dreams full of slashed tires and dark eyes and promises she couldn't afford to believe. She got up. Lily was pouring cereal into a bowl. Careful, precise, silent as always. "Morning, baby," Emma said. She signed it. Lily smiled. She pointed at the window. Emma looked. The black SUV was still there. Same spot. Different man inside now. Shift change. Professional protection. Emma felt her chest tighten. This was real. She had accepted help from a man she didn't know. From someone who operated outside the law. From danger that looked safer than the danger she knew. Her phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "Car will pick you both up at 7:30. Driver will take Lily to school. You to work. Non-negotiable. No signature." But Emma knew who sent it. She typed back quickly. "I can't afford—" The reply came immediately. "Not a bill. Part of the arrangement. Be ready." Emma set down the phone. She felt anger rising. She didn't like being told what to do, didn't like someone controlling her schedule, but she also didn't have a working car, and taking the bus with Rick watching felt stupid. She got Lily ready for school, brushed her hair, checked her backpack, packed lunch. Normal routine, pretending everything was normal. At 7:30 exactly, a car pulled up. Not the black SUV, a regular sedan, dark blue. The driver got out. He was young, maybe 25, professional. He wore a simple suit. "Ms. Reyes?" he asked politely. Emma nodded. She held Lily's hand tightly. "I'm Marco. I'll be driving you both today." He opened the back door. "Mr. Moretti sends his regards." Lily climbed in without fear. Emma hesitated. This felt too easy, too normal. Like accepting this protection was just a simple choice with no consequences. She got in. Marco closed the door gently. He drove carefully. No speeding, no aggression. Just a quiet professional doing his job. "The school is 12 blocks east," Emma said. "I know," Marco replied. His voice was kind. "Mr. Moretti provided all necessary information. We have your schedule, your daughter's schedule, your work locations." Emma felt a chill. How did he get that information? "Mr. Moretti is thorough." They pulled up to the elementary school. Other parents stared. The car was nice, clean, expensive without being showy. Marco got out. He opened Lily's door. Lily looked at Emma, questioning. "It's okay," Emma signed. "He works for the man from yesterday, the one you drew." Something shifted in Lily's expression. She nodded. She got out. She waved to Emma through the window. Then she walked into school alone. Emma's breath caught. Lily hadn't looked back, hadn't checked, hadn't shown the usual fear. She had just walked away confidently. "Your daughter is brave," Marco said as he drove away from the school. "She's had to be." Mr. Moretti mentioned her situation. Marco's eyes found Emma's in the rearview mirror. "His men have been briefed. Her safety is priority one." "Why?" Emma asked. The question came out harder than she intended. Why does he care so much? Marco was quiet for a long moment. The silence stretched, uncomfortable. "That's not my story to tell," he said finally. "But Mr. Moretti doesn't make promises lightly. If he says you're protected, you are." They arrived at the diner. Marco handed Emma a phone. Small, simple, black. "For emergencies," he said. "Mr. Moretti's number is programmed. Press 1. He answers immediately." Emma took the phone. She felt trapped. Each gift was another thread, another connection, another debt building without her consent. She worked her shift in a haze, pouring coffee, taking orders, smiling automatically. Her mind was elsewhere, thinking about Lily at school, thinking about Rick watching, thinking about Dante Moretti and what he really wanted. At noon, Steve called her to the back office. His expression was serious. "Emma, someone was here this morning," he said, "before opening, asking about you." Emma felt her stomach drop. What did he look like? Angry? Drunk, maybe? Demanded to know your schedule. Steve's jaw tightened. "I told him nothing. Told him to leave or I'd call the cops." "What did he do?" "He left, but Emma..." Steve hesitated. "He said he'd be back, said you couldn't hide forever." Emma's hands were shaking. She grabbed the edge of the desk. Rick was escalating, moving faster, getting more desperate. "I need to make a call," she said. She stepped outside. She pulled out the emergency phone. She pressed one. It rang once. "Emma." Dante's voice was immediate, alert. "What happened?" She told him. "About Rick coming to the diner. About the threats, about Steve's warning." "Where are you now?" Dante asked. "Behind the diner, the alley." "Stay there, I'm 3 minutes away." The line went dead. Emma leaned against the brick wall. She felt scared. She hated feeling scared. Hated that fear had become her constant companion. A black car pulled into the alley. Dante got out. He wore a suit today. Expensive, perfectly tailored. He looked powerful, in control. Everything Emma wasn't. "Tell me exactly what Steve said," Dante ordered. Emma repeated the conversation. Dante listened without interrupting. His expression was carved from stone, cold, calculating. "This ends today," he said finally. "What does that mean?" "It means I'm going to have a conversation with your ex-boyfriend." Dante's voice was soft, dangerous. A very clear conversation about boundaries. "You can't..." Emma stopped. She didn't know what he could or couldn't do. Didn't know the limits of his power or his willingness to use it. "I can," Dante corrected. "And I will. You and Lily are under my protection now. Anyone who threatens you threatens me. I didn't agree to this level of involvement. You called me." Dante stepped closer. Emma didn't back away. She held her ground. The moment you pressed that button, you agreed. This is what protection looks like. Emma felt anger rising. I don't want violence. I don't want more problems. I just want Rick to leave us alone. Then let me make him leave. Dante's eyes found hers. Brown eyes, dark, intense. I can make this problem disappear, permanently, legally, without anyone getting hurt. How? That's not your concern. He pulled out his phone. He sent a quick text. What is your concern is staying safe, finishing your shift, letting Marco drive you home, trusting the process. I don't trust easily. I know. Something shifted in his expression. Softer, almost gentle. You wouldn't have survived this long if you did. But Emma, he paused. Sometimes trust is the only option left. He got back in his car. He drove away without another word. Emma stood in the alley, shaking, angry, scared, relieved. Too many emotions at once. She went back inside. She finished her shift. She didn't see Rick, didn't see anyone suspicious. Just normal customers and normal tips and normal work. Marco picked her up at 2. He drove to the office building for her afternoon cleaning shift. He waited in the parking lot while she worked. 3 hours of vacuuming and trash and mindless routine. At 5, he drove her to the elementary school. Lily was waiting at the pickup area. She climbed in the car. She showed Emma another drawing. The same man from yesterday. Tall, protective, safe. Did you draw this today? Emma asked. Signed it carefully. Lily nodded. She wrote on the paper. He makes the scary go away. Emma's throat tightened. Her 7-year-old daughter felt safer with a stranger than she had in 2 years. That should hurt, should feel wrong, but it didn't. It just felt true. Marco drove them home. He walked them to the apartment door. He checked inside first, checked every room, checked the windows and locks. All clear, he said. I'll be outside if you need anything. Thank you, Emma said. She made dinner. Pasta. Simple, cheap, filling. Lily ate slowly. She drew while she ate. Always drawing, always processing the world through pictures instead of words. At 7, someone knocked. Emma looked through the peephole. Dante stood there, alone. He wore different clothes now. Dark jeans, black shirt, casual but still expensive. Emma opened the door. She didn't invite him in. We need to talk, Dante said. About what? About what happens next. He looked past her, into the apartment. May I come in? Emma hesitated. Letting him into her home felt significant, felt dangerous, but refusing felt childish. She stepped aside. Dante entered. He looked around carefully, taking in the small space, the second-hand furniture, the drawings taped to every wall, Lily's artwork everywhere. Lily looked up from the couch. She stared at Dante. No fear, just curiosity. Dante stopped. He looked at the little girl. Something shifted in his expression. Pain, sharp and sudden. Then it was gone. Hello, he said quietly. Lily waved. She held up her drawing. The picture of him, standing between her and her mother. Protective. Dante moved closer. He knelt down, eye level with Lily. His voice was gentle. Did you draw this? Lily nodded. It's beautiful. Dante smiled. Genuine. Warm. Emma had never seen him smile before. It changed his entire face, made him look younger, less dangerous. You're very talented. Lily beamed. She pulled out another drawing. This one showed a house. Big, safe-looking, trees around it. A woman and child in the window. The same tall man standing guard outside. Is this where you want to live? Dante asked. Lily nodded enthusiastically. She wrote on the paper, No more scary. Dante's jaw tightened. He looked at Emma. His eyes held something Emma couldn't identify. Determination. Purpose. Can we talk? Privately. Emma looked at Lily. Signed quickly. Stay here. Draw. I'll be in the kitchen. Lily nodded. She was already pulling out more paper. Lost in her own world. Emma led Dante to the small kitchen. Barely room for 2 people. He stood close. Too close. Emma felt uncomfortable. Not threatened. Just aware of him. His size. His presence. His power. I found Rick, Dante said without preamble. Emma's breath caught. Where? That doesn't matter. What matters is what happens now. Dante leaned against the counter. His voice was matter-of-fact. I can make him disappear. Send him somewhere far away. Somewhere he can't come back from. You mean, kill him? Emma's voice was flat. I mean relocate him. Dante's expression didn't change. Though I won't pretend violence isn't an option. If he resists, if he threatens you again, I will do what's necessary. Emma felt sick. This was too much, Too fast, too far beyond anything she understood. I don't want that, she said. I don't want his death on my conscience. It wouldn't be. Dante's voice was soft. It would be on mine. I've carried worse. Why? Emma asked. The question burst out. Why are you doing this? Why do you care so much about two people you don't know? Dante was quiet. The silence stretched, heavy, uncomfortable. Emma waited. She wouldn't let him avoid this question again. I had a daughter, Dante said finally. His voice was rough. Her name was Sophia. She was 6. Was. Past tense. Emma felt her heart break a little. 5 years ago, a rival family targeted me, wanted to send a message, wanted to hurt me where it mattered most. Dante's hands clenched into fists. They took my wife, my daughter, held them for ransom. By the time I found them, he stopped, couldn't finish, didn't need to. Emma understood. I'm sorry, she whispered. I was too late, too slow, too arrogant to believe anyone would actually hurt them. Dante's eyes found hers, pain written clearly there. I've spent 5 years trying to be better, faster, more prepared, but I can't save them. They're gone. So you save other people instead. I try. Dante's voice was barely audible. I see you, your daughter, her silence, her fear, her drawings of safety she doesn't have, and I see Sophia. I see my wife. I see what I couldn't protect. Emma felt tears threatening. This man wasn't just dangerous. He was broken, trying to fix something that couldn't be fixed by saving everyone else. Lily isn't your daughter, Emma said gently, and I'm not your wife. You can't replace them with us. I know. Dante straightened. The vulnerability disappeared. The cold mask returned. But I can keep you alive. I can give your daughter the safety mine never had. That's enough. Is it? Emma challenged. Or are you just trying to outrun guilt? His smile was bitter. Maybe both. They stood in silence. Emma didn't know what to say, didn't know how to process this information. This man had lost everything, and now he was trying to save her, trying to write a different ending to a story that had already finished. What do you want me to do? She asked finally. Let me move you, both of you, somewhere safer, somewhere Rick can't find you. Dante pulled out his phone. He showed her pictures. A house. Nice. Suburban. Normal looking. This is mine. Guest house on my property. 3 bedrooms, secure, gated, 24-hour security. Emma's stomach dropped. You want us to live with you? On my property, not with me. I'm rarely home. You'd have privacy, space, safety. Dante scrolled through more pictures. Lily could have her own room. Decorated however she wants. You'd have a car, security, peace of mind. I can't afford. I'm not asking you to pay. Dante's voice was firm. This isn't charity. It's protection. It's what I should have provided my own family. Let me provide it now. Emma felt torn. Part of her wanted to say yes, wanted that safety, that peace, that security for Lily. But another part screamed danger, screamed that moving onto a mob boss's property was insane, reckless, stupid. I need time to think, she said. You don't have time. Dante put away his phone. His expression was serious. Rick is escalating. My men found evidence he's been planning something violent, something soon. You're not safe here. Evidence of what? Materials for an explosive device, surveillance equipment, photos of your apartment, your schedule, Lily's school. Dante's voice was hard. He's not just angry anymore. He's planning. And when men plan, people die. Emma felt cold. She wrapped her arms around herself. Her body was shaking. She tried to stop it. Couldn't. I'll have my men pack your things tonight, Dante continued. You and Lily can stay at my estate starting tomorrow, just until Rick is handled. Then we'll reassess. You're not giving me a choice. No. Dante's eyes found hers. I'm not, because if I give you a choice, you'll say no. You'll stay here, and in a week or a month, I'll be attending your funeral. I won't do that again. His voice broke on the last word. Raw, honest. Emma saw the truth there. This wasn't about control. It was about survival. His and hers. Okay, she whispered. Okay, we'll come. Something shifted in his expression. Relief. Gratitude. He nodded once. I'll have everything ready. Pack personal items only, clothes, Lily's drawings, anything sentimental. Everything else will be provided. He walked to the living room. He knelt again beside Lily. He looked at her latest drawing. This one showed the big house from the photos, Lily standing in the window, smiling. Would you like to live here? Dante asked gently. Lily looked at Emma, questioning. Emma signed quickly. He's offering us a safe place. Would you like that? Lily nodded. She wrote on the paper. "With you." "Yes, with me," Emma signed. "Always with me." Lily looked at Dante. She held out her hand, small, trusting. Dante took it carefully. He looked at her like she might break, like she was precious, fragile. "I'll keep you safe," he promised quietly. "Both of you, that's my word." Lily squeezed his hand, then she let go. She went back to drawing, content, unafraid. Dante stood. He looked at Emma. His eyes held a question she didn't know how to answer. "Tomorrow morning," he said. "Marco will pick you up at 7. Bring Lily. We'll get her enrolled in a new school, closer to the estate, safer. She's been at that school for 2 years. And Rick knows that. He knows exactly where to find her." Dante's voice was firm. "New school, new routine, new security protocols. This is non-negotiable." Emma felt her jaw tighten. She didn't like being told what to do, but she also couldn't argue with his logic. Rick did know everything. Every routine, every location. Starting fresh made sense. "Fine," she said. Dante moved toward the door. He stopped, turned back. "Emma?" "Yes?" "Thank you." His voice was soft. "For trusting me. I know it's not easy." He left before she could respond. Emma locked the door behind him. She leaned against it. Her legs felt weak. Everything was happening too fast. Too much change. Too little control. Lily appeared beside her. She tugged Emma's sleeve. She held up another drawing. Emma knelt down to look. The picture showed 3 people now. The tall man, a woman, a child, all holding hands, all smiling. A family. Emma's throat tightened. "Baby, we're not—" She stopped. How did she explain this? How did she tell her daughter that safety and family weren't the same thing? Lily wrote carefully. "He looks sad, like us. Maybe we help him." Emma pulled her daughter close. Lily wrapped her arms around Emma's neck. Silent, warm, trusting. "Maybe," Emma whispered. "Maybe we all help each other." That night, Emma packed their lives into 3 suitcases. Clothes, photos, Lily's drawings. Everything that mattered fit in so little space. She looked around the apartment. Small, cramped, never really safe, but it had been theirs, their space, their independence. Now they were trading independence for security, freedom for protection, autonomy for safety. Emma hoped it was the right choice, hoped Dante Moretti was exactly what he seemed, a broken man trying to save others, because he couldn't save his own family. But a voice in her head whispered warnings, whispered that dangerous men always had ulterior motives, that protection always came with a price, that she was trading one trap for another. Emma silenced the voice. She finished packing. She checked on Lily one last time. Her daughter was sleeping, peaceful, unafraid. Tomorrow they would start a new life, on a mob boss's property, under his protection, dependent on his resources. Emma just hoped they survived it. The estate was 30 minutes outside the city. Marco drove slowly through iron gates, past security cameras, past uniformed guards, into a different world. Emma stared out the window. Manicured lawns, stone fountains, trees everywhere. The main house was massive, 3 stories, white stone, elegant without being showy. "That's Mr. Moretti's residence," Marco said. He pointed to a smaller building behind the main house. "That's yours." The guest house was still bigger than any place Emma had ever lived. 2 stories, cream-colored, flower boxes in the windows. It looked normal, safe, welcoming. Lily pressed her face to the window. Her eyes were wide. Emma felt her chest tighten. Her daughter had never seen anything this nice, never lived anywhere this secure. Marco parked. He opened their doors. Lily climbed out slowly. She looked around, taking everything in. Still silent. Always silent. The front door of the guest house opened. Dante stepped out. He wore casual clothes, jeans, a grey shirt. He looked different here, less intimidating, almost normal. "Welcome," he said. His voice was warm. "Come inside. I'll show you around." The interior was beautiful. Hardwood floors, comfortable furniture, large windows, natural light everywhere. Emma felt overwhelmed. This wasn't protection. This was luxury. "Kitchen through here," Dante said. He led them past granite counters and stainless appliances. "Fully stocked. If you need anything else, just ask." He showed them 3 bedrooms upstairs. The master was spacious, comfortable. The second bedroom had a desk and bookshelves. The third was smaller, perfect for a child. "Lily's room," Dante said. He opened the door. Emma's breath caught. The walls were pale pink. A new bed with white bedding. A desk with art supplies. Shelves empty and waiting. Large windows overlooking gardens. Lily walked in slowly. She touched the bed, the desk, the empty walls waiting for her drawings. She turned to Dante. Her eyes were shining. She hugged him. Dante froze. His entire body went rigid. Emma watched him struggle. Watched emotions cross his face too fast to identify. Then he slowly wrapped his arms around Lily, carefully, gently. His eyes closed. Emma felt tears threatening. This man had lost his daughter, and now Lily was hugging him, trusting him, showing him the affection she showed no one else. Lily pulled back. She signed quickly. Emma translated. "She says thank you," Emma said quietly. "She's never had her own room before." Dante's jaw tightened. He looked at Emma. His eyes held something raw. Painful. Every child deserves their own room. He cleared his throat. He stepped back. "I'll let you settle in. If you need anything, press the intercom by the front door. Someone will respond immediately." He started to leave. Lily grabbed his hand. She pulled him back. She pointed at the empty walls, then at him, questioning. "She wants to draw you," Emma said. She felt strange translating. "She draws everyone important to her." Something shifted in Dante's expression. "I'd be honored." Lily pulled out her ever-present notebook. She sat on the floor. She patted the space beside her. Dante sat without hesitation, a powerful mob boss sitting cross-legged on pink carpet, letting a mute 7-year-old sketch his portrait. Emma watched from the doorway. This was surreal, impossible. A week ago she was working 3 jobs and dodging her ex-boyfriend. Now she was living in luxury, watching her daughter bond with a dangerous man, feeling safe for the first time in years. Lily drew quickly. Her pencil moved with confidence. She captured Dante's face, his strong features, his serious expression, but she added something else. A small smile, something soft. She showed him when finished. Dante took the drawing carefully. He studied it. His throat worked. He couldn't speak for a long moment. "It's perfect," he said finally. His voice was rough. "Can I keep it?" Lily nodded enthusiastically. She wrote on the bottom, "Dante, protector, friend." Dante stood quickly. He folded the paper carefully. He put it in his pocket. "I should go, let you both rest." He left before Emma could say anything. She heard his footsteps on the stairs, the front door closing, the silence that followed. Lily looked at Emma. She signed. "He's sad, but nice." "Yes," Emma agreed. She signed it carefully. "He is." They spent the afternoon unpacking. Emma filled the closets with their few clothes, the drawers with their belongings. Everything they owned barely filled 2 rooms. At 4, someone knocked. Emma opened the door to find a woman in her 50s, grey hair pulled back, kind eyes, professional demeanor. "Hello, I'm Rosa," she said. Her accent was Italian. "I manage Mr. Moretti's household. I wanted to introduce myself." "Emma?" She shook Rosa's hand. "This is Lily." Rosa smiled at Lily. She didn't try to make her talk, just waved. Lily waved back. "I wanted to let you know dinner is at 6, Rosa said. "Mr. Moretti requests your presence at the main house. Nothing formal, just a welcome dinner." Emma felt uncomfortable. "We don't want to intrude." "You're not intruding, you're family now." Rosa's voice was matter of fact. "That's how Mr. Moretti treats those under his protection, as family." She left before Emma could argue. Family. The word felt strange, wrong. They weren't family. They were charity cases, responsibilities, burdens he'd chosen to carry. At 6, Emma and Lily walked to the main house. The door opened before they could knock. Rosa welcomed them inside. The interior was elegant, expensive art, marble floors, but somehow still warm. Lived in. Dante appeared in the hallway. He'd changed clothes. Dark slacks, white shirt, sleeves rolled up, casual but still put together. "Thank you for coming," he said. His eyes found Emma's. "I know this is all overwhelming. I wanted to make sure you felt welcome." "This is too much," Emma said quietly. "The house, the room, all of it. It's necessary." Dante led them to a dining room. Large table, but only 3 places set. Intimate. Safety isn't just physical. It's mental, emotional. You both need to feel secure. This helps. Dinner was simple. Pasta, salad, bread, good food, but not ostentatious. Lily ate slowly. She kept looking at Dante, studying him. Emma could almost see her daughter processing this new person, this new life. "How was school today?" Dante asked Lily gently. Lily looked at Emma. Emma translated. "She didn't go today. We registered her at the new school. She starts Monday." "Are you nervous?" Dante asked Lily directly. Lily nodded. She wrote on her napkin, "Kids don't like quiet." Dante's expression softened. "Some of the best people are quiet. They listen. They see things others miss. That's a gift." Lily tilted her head, considering. Then she wrote again, "You're quiet too." "I am," Dante agreed. His voice was gentle. "I learned early that words can be dangerous. Silence is often safer. But lonely," Emma said before she could stop herself. Dante's eyes found hers. Brown eyes. Dark. Intense. "Yes, very lonely." The silence stretched. Uncomfortable. Heavy with unspoken things. "Why did you lose your family?" Emma asked. The question came out too blunt, too direct. Dante set down his fork. His jaw tightened. "That's not appropriate dinner conversation. You brought us into your home, into your life. We deserve to know who you really are." Emma held his gaze. She wouldn't back down. "What you're capable of." "Emma," his voice held warning. "Lily needs to understand the world she's in now, the danger that comes with your protection." Emma felt her voice rising. "Tell us the truth, all of it." Dante looked at Lily. She was watching him, waiting. No fear, just curiosity. "5 years ago I made enemies," Dante said slowly. His voice was flat. "I was careless, arrogant. I thought my power made me untouchable, made my family untouchable." He paused, gathering himself. "A rival family wanted to hurt me, wanted to teach me humility. They took my wife Maria and my daughter Sophia, held them for 3 days. By the time I found them," his voice broke, "they were already gone." Emma felt tears stinging. Lily reached across the table. She took Dante's hand, small fingers wrapped around his large ones. Comforting. Dante stared at their joined hands. His throat worked. He couldn't speak. "I'm sorry," Emma whispered. "I shouldn't have pushed." "No, you should." Dante looked up. His eyes were wet. "You need to know what I am, what I've done. I killed everyone involved, every single person who hurt them. I didn't stop until all 12 men were dead." Emma felt cold. 12 men, dead, because of him. "Does that scare you?" Dante asked. His voice was rough. "Knowing what I'm capable of?" "Yes," Emma said honestly. "But it also reassures me, because anyone who threatens us faces that same fury." Something shifted in his expression. Surprise. Respect. "You understand then?" "I understand you loved them. I understand you failed to protect them. I understand you're trying to make up for that failure." Emma's voice was soft. "I understand because I feel the same way about Lily." Dante pulled his hand away from Lily's. He stood abruptly. "I should go. I have work." He left the dining room quickly. Emma heard his footsteps. A door closing. The house settling into quiet. Rosa appeared to clear plates. Her expression was knowing. "He doesn't talk about them often. You're the first person he's told in years." "Why us?" Emma asked. "Why bring strangers into his home and show them his wounds?" Rosa smiled sadly. "Because you're not strangers. You're the family he couldn't save. And maybe saving you saves him too." The days developed a rhythm. Marco drove Lily to school each morning. Emma stayed home. No more 3 jobs. No more exhaustion. Just time to heal, time to rest, time to exist without constant fear. Dante came by every evening, never staying long, just checking on them, making sure they had everything they needed, talking quietly with Lily while Emma cooked dinner. Emma watched them together, watched Dante soften around her daughter, watched him smile more, laugh occasionally, become human instead of dangerous. 1 week in, Emma found them in the garden. Dante was kneeling in dirt, Lily beside him. They were planting flowers. Lily's hands were covered in soil. Her face was bright, almost happy. "Sunflowers," Dante explained when he saw Emma watching. "Sophia loved sunflowers. I thought Lily might too." Lily nodded enthusiastically. She patted the soil around a small plant. Careful, gentle. Emma felt something twist in her chest. Watching them together felt right, natural, dangerous to her heart. "She's opening up," Emma said quietly. "I haven't seen her this relaxed in years. She feels safe here." Dante stood. He brushed dirt from his hands. "Safety changes everything." "Does it change you?" Emma asked. Dante's eyes found hers. Something shifted in his expression. "Maybe. I don't know yet." 2 weeks in, Rick made his move. Emma was making lunch when her emergency phone rang. Not Dante. The other line. The security team. "Ms. Reyes, we have a situation," a male voice said. Professional, calm. "Your ex-boyfriend attempted to enter the property. He was stopped at the gate." Emma's breath caught. Her hands were shaking. Where is he now? Detained. Mr. Moretti is handling it personally. The line went dead. Emma ran to the window. She could see the gate from here. Black cars, armed men, movement she couldn't quite make out. Lily appeared beside her. She tugged Emma's sleeve, questioning, worried. It's okay, Emma signed. Her hands were shaking. Everything's okay. But she didn't believe it, and Lily didn't either. Her daughter's face had gone pale. Her eyes were wide. Fear returning. That old familiar fear. 30 minutes later, Dante's car pulled up. He got out. His shirt was torn, blood on his knuckles. His expression was carved from stone. Emma opened the door before he could knock. What happened? Rick won't be bothering you again. Dante's voice was flat, cold. The gentleman from the garden was gone. This was the mob boss, the killer, the man who'd murdered 12 people without remorse. What did you do? What was necessary? Dante stepped inside. He looked at Lily. His expression softened slightly. He's alive, but he understands the consequences if he ever comes near you again. Emma felt sick. She didn't want details, didn't want to know what consequences meant. Did you hurt him? Yes. One word. Simple, honest, brutal. Good, Emma whispered. She surprised herself with the word, with the feeling behind it. She should be horrified, should be afraid of this violence, but instead she felt relieved, protected, safe. Dante looked at her, surprise clear on his face. You're not afraid. I'm terrified, Emma admitted, but not of you, not anymore. Something shifted in his expression. His eyes found hers, brown eyes, dark, intense. Emma felt her breath catch. The air between them felt charged, dangerous in a different way. Lily tugged Dante's hand. She pulled him toward the couch. She showed him a new drawing, the three of them, together, smiling, safe. Dante sat. He looked at the picture for a long time. His jaw was tight. His eyes were wet. Can I tell you something? He asked quietly. Yes, Emma said. She sat beside him. I thought I'd never feel anything again. After Maria and Sophia died, everything just... He stopped, searching for words. Everything went numb, cold. I existed but didn't live. And now? Now I feel things. Dante's voice was rough. Anger when Rick threatened you. Fear when I thought he might hurt Lily. Relief when you're both safe. Something else when you look at me. Emma's heart was pounding. What else? Dante looked at her. His eyes held something Emma couldn't name. Want, need, hope. I don't know yet, but it terrifies me. Lily climbed between them. She leaned against Dante's side, comfortable, trusting. She fell asleep within minutes, exhausted from worry. Dante didn't move. He let her sleep, his arm around her shoulders. Protective, careful. Emma watched them. This dangerous man holding her daughter. This killer being so gentle. This broken person finding healing through protecting others. She loves you, Emma whispered. I love her too. Dante's voice was barely audible. Both of you. I didn't mean to, didn't want to, but I do. Emma felt her throat tighten. This was too much, too fast, too complicated. She shouldn't feel this way about him, shouldn't want him, shouldn't trust him, but she did, all of it. Dante, she didn't know what to say. I know. He looked at her. His eyes were intense. It's too soon, too complicated. You're under my protection. There's a power imbalance, a million reasons this is wrong. Yes, but I can't stop feeling it. Dante's voice was raw. I can't stop wanting to protect you, wanting to make you smile, wanting to give Lily everything she deserves, wanting... He stopped. Wanting you. Emma's breath caught. She should say no, should establish boundaries, should protect herself and Lily from this complication. Instead, she said, I want you too. The silence stretched, heavy, charged. Dante's eyes darkened. His hand moved, brushed her cheek, gentle, questioning. Emma leaned into his touch. She shouldn't. Knew it was reckless. Knew mixing protection with attraction was dangerous. But she was tired of being afraid. Tired of being alone. Tired of carrying everything herself. Dante's phone buzzed. Harsh, intrusive. He pulled it out. Read the message. His expression changed. Went cold. Dangerous. What? Emma asked. Rick's brother. Dante's voice was hard. He's making threats. Says he knows where Lily's school is. Says the family won't stop until they get revenge. Emma felt ice in her veins. Revenge for what? For what I did to Rick. For the humiliation. For the broken bones. And the warning. Dante stood carefully. He moved Lily to the couch, covered her with a blanket. This isn't over. It's just starting. What do we do? You stay here. With Lily. Security will be doubled. No one gets in or out without my approval. Dante's jaw was tight. I'll handle the brother. Handle how? However necessary. He moved toward the door. Dante. Emma stood. She grabbed his arm. Don't do anything you can't come back from. He looked at her. His eyes were soft, sad. I crossed that line 5 years ago. There's no coming back for me, only forward. He left. Emma locked the door behind him. She checked all the windows. She sat beside Lily. She pulled out her phone. She should call someone. The police. A lawyer. Someone official who could help legally. But she knew it wouldn't work. Knew the system had failed her before. Would fail her again. Her only protection was Dante Moretti. A mob boss. A killer. A broken man trying to save her because he couldn't save his own family. Emma looked at Lily sleeping. So peaceful. So trusting. So innocent of the violence swirling around them. I'm sorry, Emma whispered. I'm so sorry I brought you into this world. But even as she said it, she knew the truth. This world had found them. Rick had escalated. His family was involved. The danger would have come regardless. At least now they had protection. At least now they had someone willing to fight for them. At least now they had Dante. Emma just hoped he survived whatever he was about to do. Hoped he came back. Hoped this protection didn't end with more death and more grief. She pulled Lily close. She waited. She watched the windows. She tried not to think about Dante facing Rick's brother. Tried not to imagine the violence, the blood, the consequences. Hours passed. Darkness fell. Lily woke briefly, ate dinner, went back to sleep. Emma stayed awake, watching, waiting, hoping. At midnight, headlights cut through the darkness. A car pulling up. Dante's car. Emma felt relief flood through her. He was alive. He was back. She opened the door. Dante stood there. More blood, bruised jaw, torn clothes, but alive, whole, victorious. It's done, he said. His voice was tired. Rick's brother won't be a problem. Is he alive but convinced? They won't come near you again. Dante swayed slightly. Emma caught his arm. You're hurt. I'll heal. Come inside, let me help. Emma pulled him into the guest house. She sat him at the kitchen table. She got the first aid kit Rosa had shown her. She cleaned his knuckles, bandaged the cuts. Careful, gentle. Dante watched her. His eyes were intense. Why aren't you afraid of me? Because you're not the monster you think you are. Emma met his gaze. Monsters don't plant flowers with little girls, don't cry over drawings, don't risk themselves protecting strangers. You're not strangers anymore. No, Emma agreed. Her voice was soft. We're not. Dante's hand moved, cupped her face. His thumb brushed her cheek. Emma felt her breath catch. The air between them was charged, dangerous, inevitable. Emma, his voice was rough. I can't promise you normal, can't promise you safe. My world is violence and danger and complications you shouldn't have to face. I know, but I can promise you protection, loyalty, everything I have, everything I am. Dante leaned closer. His forehead touched hers. If you'll have me, Emma should say no, should protect herself, should keep distance between them. Instead, she closed the gap. Her lips met his. Soft, questioning. He responded immediately, deepened the kiss. His hands in her hair, her hands on his chest. Years of loneliness burning away in that single moment. They pulled apart, both breathing hard. Dante's eyes were dark, wanting. This changes everything, he said. I know. Are you sure? Emma looked toward Lily's room. Her sleeping daughter, safe, protected, healing. Then back at Dante. This broken man who'd given them everything. I'm sure, she whispered. Dante smiled, genuine, warm. The smile transformed his face, made him look younger, happier, almost whole. He kissed her again, slower this time, deeper. A promise, a commitment, a beginning. A window shattered upstairs, glass exploding. Emma screamed. Dante moved instantly, pushing her behind him, gun appearing in his hand. Lily's scream cut through the night, not silent anymore, screaming, terrified, finally finding her voice in terror. Mommy! Emma ran. Dante was faster. They reached Lily's room together. It was empty, window broken, curtains blowing, Lily's bed empty. On the pillow a note, block letters, blood-red ink. You took ours, we took yours. Dante was already on his phone, barking orders. His voice was cold, controlled. The gentleman was gone. This was the mob boss, the killer. Lock down the estate. Check every camera. Find where they breached security. He listened. His jaw tightened. How long ago? Emma felt her chest tighten. She couldn't breathe, couldn't think. Lily was gone. Her baby was gone. Taken. Stolen. While Emma had been kissing Dante. While she'd been distracted. Emma. Dante grabbed her shoulders. His eyes found hers. Look at me. She looked. His eyes were intense, focused. I will find her. I will bring her home. Nothing will stop me. His voice was certain, final. Do you understand? Emma nodded. She couldn't speak. Terror had stolen her voice. Dante's phone rang. He answered. Talk. His expression changed, went colder, harder. He put it on speaker. Mr. Moretti. The voice was male. I believe we have something of yours. Where is she? Dante's voice was deadly quiet. Somewhere safe, for now. The man laughed. You humiliated my brother, put him in the hospital, threatened my family. Did you think there'd be no consequences? If you hurt her, you'll what, kill me, kill my family? The voice was mocking. You've already declared war. This is just us responding. Emma felt sick. This was her fault. She'd accepted Dante's protection, brought danger to her daughter. Let herself be distracted by feelings she shouldn't have. What do you want? Dante asked. Your empire, your territory, your businesses, everything you've built. The voice was hard. Sign it over to me. Walk away. Disappear. Then maybe the girl lives. That's not happening. Then she dies. Slowly, painfully, while you listen. The man's voice was cruel. Your choice. Your empire or her life. Dante looked at Emma. Something shifted in his expression. Decision made. Where do we meet? The old warehouse on 5th, 1 hour, come alone or she dies. The line went dead. Dante was already moving, checking his gun, grabbing another from a hidden drawer. His movements were efficient, practiced, deadly. You're not going alone, Emma said. Her voice was shaking but firm. Yes, I am. She's my daughter. I'm coming. Dante turned. His eyes found hers. Brown eyes, dark, intense. Emma, they'll kill you. Then they kill me. But I won't sit here while my baby is in danger. Emma felt tears streaming down her face. I can't, please. Dante's jaw tightened. He nodded once. Stay behind me. Do exactly what I say. No arguments. Okay. They moved fast. Dante made calls while driving, his men mobilizing, surrounding the warehouse, setting up positions, preparing for war. Emma felt numb. This couldn't be happening. This morning they'd been safe, happy, starting something new. Now Lily was gone, taken by violent men. Because of Emma's choices. This isn't your fault, Dante said quietly. His voice was gentle now, reading her thoughts. Isn't it? I accepted your protection. I brought her into your world. No, Rick brought violence into your world. I just gave you weapons to fight back. Dante's hand found hers, squeezed. We'll get her back, I promise you. Emma wanted to believe him, wanted to trust that promise. But promises meant nothing against guns and violence and men who hurt children. The warehouse was dark, abandoned, perfect place for an ambush. Dante parked 2 blocks away. He looked at Emma seriously. My men are in position. When shooting starts, you run, you hide, you survive. His voice was hard. Lily needs you alive. Understand? Emma nodded. Her throat was too tight to speak. They approached carefully. Dante moved like a predator, silent, controlled, dangerous. Emma stayed close behind him. Her heart was pounding. Her hands were shaking. The warehouse door was open. Dante entered first. Gun raised, Emma followed. The interior was vast, empty, dark except for one light in the center. Lily sat in a chair, bound, gagged. Her eyes were wide with terror. When she saw Emma, she started struggling, crying, silent tears streaming down her face. Emma started forward. Dante grabbed her arm, stopped her. His eyes scanned the shadows, looking for the trap. Welcome, Mr. Moretti. The voice came from above. Rick's brother stepped into view. Young, maybe 30, angry, desperate. And you brought the mother, how touching. Let her go, Dante said. His voice was cold. This is between us. No, this is between you and everyone you've hurt, everyone you've threatened, everyone whose life you've destroyed. The brother had a gun, pointed at Lily. You think you're untouchable. Think your power protects you. Tonight you learn different. Shoot me then. Leave the child alone. Where's the lesson in that? The brother laughed. ugly sound. You need to feel what my brother felt, what your victims feel, helplessness, fear, loss. Dante's hand tightened on his gun. Emma felt her breath catch. This man was going to kill Lily, was going to make them watch, was going to destroy everything. Please, Emma said. Her voice broke. She's just a child. She's done nothing wrong. Take me instead. Emma, no, Dante started. Take me, Emma repeated. She stepped forward, away from Dante's protection. Let her go. Keep me. Use me for whatever revenge you want. Just don't hurt my baby. The brother considered. His gun moved, pointed at Emma instead. Why would I trade a useful hostage for a worthless waitress? Because I'm what he cares about. Emma's voice was stronger now, certain. Hurt me and you hurt him more than anything else could. Dante grabbed her arm, tried to pull her back. Emma jerked away. She walked forward, toward the gun, toward Lily, toward danger. Emma, stop! Dante's voice was desperate. Please. She didn't stop. She reached Lily. She started untying the ropes. The brother pressed the gun to her head. Emma felt the cold metal, felt death one trigger pull away. Brave, the brother said. Stupid, but brave. Let her go, Emma repeated. Her hands were shaking. The knots were tight. Please, she's 7 years old. She's been through enough. So have we all. The brother cocked the gun. The sound was loud, final. Time to add to the suffering. Gunshots exploded. Emma screamed. She threw herself over Lily, protecting her daughter with her body, waiting for pain, for death, for the end. It didn't come. The brother fell, blood spreading across his chest, dead before he hit the ground. Dante's men emerged from shadows, surrounding them, securing the warehouse. Dante ran to Emma. He pulled her up, checked her frantically. Are you hit? Are you hurt? No, I'm okay. Lily, Emma turned. Her daughter was crying, silent sobs, body shaking. Emma untied her completely, pulled her close. Lily wrapped her arms around Emma's neck, holding on desperately, still not speaking, but alive, safe, whole. Dante knelt beside them, his hand on Lily's back, gentle, protective. You're safe now, both of you, I promise. Lily turned. She looked at Dante. Her eyes were wide, wet. She reached for him. Dante pulled her close. Emma wrapped her arms around both of them, the three of them holding each other, shaking, crying, surviving. Mommy. The word was quiet, barely audible, but unmistakable. Emma pulled back. She stared at Lily. Her daughter's lips were moving, forming words, speaking, finally speaking. Mommy, I was scared. Lily's voice was rough, unused, beautiful. But Dante came, just like you said. He came. Emma felt tears flooding. She pulled Lily close again. Her daughter was speaking, after 2 years of silence, after so much trauma, finally finding her voice. I'm here, baby, Emma whispered. We're both here. You're safe now. Dante stood. He was giving orders to his men, cleaning up the scene, removing bodies, erasing evidence. Emma should be horrified, should be afraid of this violence, this casual disposal of human life. But all she felt was relief, gratitude, safety. They drove home in silence. Lily sat between Emma and Dante in the back seat. She held both their hands. She didn't speak again, but she smiled, small, genuine, healing. At the estate, Rosa was waiting. She took Lily gently. Come, little one. Let's get you cleaned up. Hot chocolate, soft pajamas, safety. Lily looked at Emma, questioning. Emma nodded, signed. Go with Rosa. I'll be right there. Lily went. Emma watched her go. Her brave daughter, her survivor, her miracle. She spoke, Emma said. Her voice was wondering. Trauma can steal voices. Safety returns them. Dante's voice was soft. She feels safe now. Because of you. Because of us. Dante turned to her. His eyes found hers. You were willing to die for her. To trade yourself, that's not protection, that's love. Of course it's love, she's my daughter. And what am I? Dante asked quietly. His voice was vulnerable, raw. What are we? Emma looked at him, really looked. This dangerous man, this killer, this protector, this broken person trying to heal by saving others, this man who'd given them everything, who'd risked everything, who loved them. You're ours, Emma said simply, and we're yours, if you want us. Something shifted in his expression, relief, joy, hope. He pulled her close, his arms around her, his face buried in her hair. I want you, he whispered. God, I want you both. Want to keep you safe. want to watch Lily grow, want to build something real, something lasting, something worth protecting. Then do it. Emma pulled back. She looked at him. Build it with us. Dante kissed her. Soft, gentle, a promise. Emma kissed him back, pouring everything into it. Gratitude, trust, hope. Something that felt dangerously close to love. They pulled apart, both breathing hard. Dante's eyes were intense, wanting. Not tonight, Emma said quietly. Tonight we just hold each other. Make sure we're all real, all safe, all together. Tomorrow then. Tomorrow we figure out what this is, what we are, how we build a life from this chaos. Dante smiled, genuine, warm, the smile that transformed his face. I can work with tomorrow. They went inside together. Lily was in her room, clean, drawing again, processing the night through pictures. Rosa sat with her, patient, kind. Emma sat on the bed. Lily crawled into her lap, still holding her pencil, still drawing, but relaxed now, comfortable. Can I see? Emma asked. Lily showed her. The picture showed 4 people now. Emma, Lily, Dante, and Rosa, all together, all smiling. A family. Is this what you want? Emma signed carefully. A family? Lily nodded. She wrote under the picture. Real family. Forever family. Safe family. Emma felt her throat tighten. She looked at Dante. He was watching them. His eyes were wet. His expression was soft, vulnerable. Forever sounds good, Emma said quietly. Dante knelt beside the bed. He looked at Lily seriously. I can't replace your father. I won't try. But I can promise to protect you, to care for you, to be here for you. Always. Lily reached out. She touched his face. Gentle, trusting. You're not my father, she said. Her voice was still rough, but clear. Strong. You're better. Dante's breath caught. He closed his eyes. A single tear escaped. Emma had never seen him cry before, never seen him this vulnerable, this human. I lost a daughter, he said quietly. I thought that loss would destroy me. But maybe... He stopped, opened his eyes, looked at Lily. Maybe I was meant to find you, both of you. Maybe this is how healing happens. Healing is messy, Emma said. Complicated, sometimes painful, but worth it. Dante's hand found hers. With you it's worth it. They stayed there, the 3 of them, holding each other, healing together, building something new from broken pieces. Rosa slipped out quietly. She closed the door, giving them privacy, giving them family. Emma felt exhaustion hitting, days of fear, hours of terror, the crash after adrenaline. She was shaking, crying, unable to stop. Dante pulled her close, let her cry. His arms were strong, safe, protective. Emma let herself break, let herself feel everything she'd been holding back. Fear, relief, grief, hope, love. I've got you, Dante whispered. I've got you both. I won't let go. Lily fell asleep between them, exhausted, safe, speaking again, finding her voice, finding family, finding home. Emma looked at Dante over their daughter's head, their daughter, because that's what Lily was becoming, theirs, not just Emma's, theirs together. I love you, Emma said. The words surprised her, but they were true, honest, real. Dante's eyes found hers. His breath caught. Emma, you don't have to say it back. I just need you to know. Emma's voice was soft. You saved us. Not just physically, emotionally. You gave us safety, peace, family. How could I not love you? I love you too, Dante said. His voice was rough. Both of you. I didn't think I could feel this again. Didn't think I deserved it. But you make me want to be better. Want to be worthy of this gift. You're already worthy. They lay down together, Lily between them, both adults watching over her, protecting her, loving her, building a family from trauma and loss and unexpected grace. Emma felt her eyes closing, sleep pulling her under. For the first time in years, she felt safe enough to truly rest, safe enough to dream, safe enough to hope. Tomorrow they would figure out logistics, how to blend their lives, how to navigate Dante's world, how to keep Lily safe while letting her grow, how to build something lasting. But tonight they just held each other, 3 broken people becoming whole together. 6 months later, Emma stood in the garden, watching Lily play. Her daughter was running, laughing, talking constantly now, making up for 2 years of silence with endless words. The sunflowers they'd planted were tall now, blooming, bright yellow against blue sky. Sophia's flowers, growing strong, beautiful, alive. Dante's arms wrapped around Emma from behind. She leaned into him, comfortable, safe, home. She's happy, he said quietly. She is. Emma watched Lily chase butterflies. Free, unafraid, healed. We all are. I have something for you. Dante turned her around. His eyes were nervous, vulnerable. He pulled out a small box. Emma's breath caught. She knew what this was, what it meant. I know we've only been together 6 months, Dante said. His voice was shaking slightly. I know this is fast, complicated, maybe too soon. But Emma, he opened the box. A ring, simple, beautiful, perfect. I don't want to wait. Don't want to waste time. I want forever with you, with Lily, with whatever family we build together. Emma felt tears streaming. Happy tears, healing tears. Yes. Yes? Dante's smile was brilliant, transforming. Really? Really? Emma laughed. Did you think I'd say no? I hoped you wouldn't. He slid the ring on her finger. Perfect fit, like it was meant to be there. I love you, Emma Reyes. Soon to be Emma Moretti. I love you too. Emma kissed him. Deep, meaningful, a promise of forever. Mommy, Dante, come see. Lily was calling them, holding something, excited. They walked over together, hand in hand. Lily showed them a butterfly resting on her palm, orange and black, beautiful. It landed on me, Lily said. Her voice was bright, clear, perfect. Do you think it's a sign? Of what? Emma asked. That Sophia's happy for us. Lily looked at Dante seriously. That she wants you to be happy too. Dante knelt down, eye level with Lily. His eyes were wet. What makes you think that? Because I asked her. Lily's voice was matter of fact. I talk to her sometimes, in the garden. I tell her about you, about us, about how you protect us. I think she listens. Dante pulled Lily close. He was crying, silent tears, healing tears. Emma joined them, the three of them holding each other, building family, honoring the past, embracing the future. The butterfly flew away, spiraling upward, dancing through sunlight, free, beautiful, gone but not forgotten. Rosa appeared on the patio. Dinner is ready and I made chocolate cake for celebrations. What are we celebrating? Lily asked. Emma held up her hand, showing the ring. Lily squealed. She jumped up and down. You're getting married. We're going to be a real family. We already are a real family, Dante said gently. This just makes it official. They walked to the house together, Lily between them, holding both their hands, talking excitedly about weddings and dresses and flowers, planning their future, building their life. Inside, the table was set, beautiful, welcoming, home. Emma looked around, at this house, this life, this family, everything she'd never dared to hope for, everything she'd thought was impossible. Happy? Dante asked quietly. More than I ever thought possible, Emma replied. They sat down to dinner, family dinner, safe, loved, protected. The ghosts of the past were healing. The wounds were closing. The broken pieces were becoming whole. Lily told stories about school, about friends, about her day, words flowing freely now. No more silence, no more fear. Just a little girl being exactly what she should be. Happy, safe, loved. After dinner, they sat in the living room. Lily drew. Emma read. Dante worked quietly. Normal domesticity. Peaceful. Right. At bedtime, Lily hugged them both. I'm glad Rick took my voice, she said quietly. Emma felt shocked. What? Why? Because if I could talk, we might not have left. We might have stayed longer, been hurt worse. Lily's voice was wise beyond her years. My silence saved us, brought us here, to Dante, to safety, to family. Dante knelt down. He looked at Lily seriously. Your trauma isn't a gift. Don't romanticize what was done to you. I'm not. Lily's eyes were clear, certain. I'm just saying good things came from bad things. That's okay to acknowledge. You're right. Dante pulled her close. You're incredibly brave, incredibly strong. I'm honored to be your... He paused. What am I to you? Lily pulled back. She looked at him seriously. You're my dad, not the dad I was born with, the dad I chose. Is that okay? Dante's breath caught. His eyes found Emma's, questioning, seeking permission. Emma nodded, tears streaming. It's more than okay. Then yes, Dante said to Lily. His voice was rough. I'm your dad, if you'll have me. Lily hugged him, fierce, tight, trusting. Forever, Dad. Emma watched them. Her daughter, her fiancé, her family, built from broken pieces, healed by love and safety and time. She thought about the woman she'd been 6 months ago. scared, alone, working 3 jobs, barely surviving, running from violence, protecting her silent daughter. That woman would never have believed this ending, would never have trusted a dangerous man, would never have accepted protection that looked so much like love. But life was strange. Healing was stranger. Sometimes safety came from unexpected places. Sometimes family was chosen rather than born. Sometimes broken people healed each other. Emma felt grateful for every choice that led here, every risk taken, every moment of trust, every step toward this life. "Bedtime," she said gently. Lily climbed into bed. Emma tucked her in. Dante stood in the doorway, watching, smiling. "Good night, Lily," Emma said. She signed it too. Old habit, comforting routine. "Good night, Mum." "Good night, Dad." Lily's voice was sleepy, content. "I love you both." "We love you too," they said together. They left her door cracked, light from the hallway spilling in, keeping away the darkness, keeping away the fear. In their bedroom, Emma changed for bed. Dante wrapped his arms around her from behind, his face buried in her neck, his breath warm on her skin. "Thank you," he whispered. "For what?" "For trusting me, for letting me be part of this, for giving me a reason to live again." His voice was rough. "You saved me as much as I saved you." Emma turned in his arms. She looked at him. This man she loved, this protector, this father to her child, this partner in building their future. "We saved each other," she said simply. She kissed him. He kissed her back, deep, passionate, full of promise, full of hope, full of love earned through fire and fear and facing danger together. They made love slowly, gently, celebrating life and safety and family, celebrating healing, celebrating each other. Afterward they lay tangled together, Emma's head on Dante's chest, his fingers tracing patterns on her back, both of them peaceful, satisfied. "Home. I never thought I'd feel this again," Dante said quietly. "This peace, this rightness, this home. Me either. Thank you for giving me another chance, at family, at love, at life." His arms tightened around her. "I won't waste it. I know you won't." Emma kissed his chest. "We're building something beautiful here. Something worth protecting." "Always," Dante promised. "I'll protect you both always." They fell asleep holding each other. Safe, loved, whole. 3 broken people becoming a family, healing together, building tomorrow from the ashes of yesterday. In the morning everything would continue. Life would move forward. Challenges would come, but they would face them together, as partners, as family, as people who'd fought for this happiness and won. Emma smiled in her sleep, dreaming of futures, of weddings, of watching Lily grow, of growing old with Dante, of safety that lasted, of love that endured. She looked at him. He smiled. They were finally home.